Victor Wembanyama tearing up the NBA and now the favorite to win the MVP award this season. I'm Trevor Lade. This is the Basketball Bulletin. Make sure you subscribe right here to the channel. We say it all the time, but 70% of you are not subscribed. Let's fix that. Hit that subscribe button. Wemby, Donnie Freeman joining me. Donnie, I think Wemby, there's a real chance he could win Most Improved Player. Certainly could win Defensive Player. Really, when we look at the numbers, he could win Defensive Player. I think as long as he plays 65 games, he's a lock for Defensive Player of the Year. That's happening. Now he's according to Polymarket, he is the favorite to win the NBA's MVP. He is ahead of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic right now. The league is drunk on Victor Wembanyama right now. And I get it. I get why. He is unbelievable.
MIP sounds kind of unfair. He averaged 24, 11, and 4 last season. Like I don't know if we could do that.
Look at what he's averaging now.
Who was it, JJ, or who said that a couple years ago that this award should go to like younger guys that actually make a humongous leap,
right?
But like that's totally unfair. But for the rest of it, I mean, yeah, Wemby is he seems like he figured it out, man. He's gonna be amazing for forever.
And there is a very specific thing that he figured out. I will say the Spurs need to keep winning for him to actually win MVP, and we'll get into that. But the very specific thing that he's figured out is right here. It's the 3-point attempts. Look at what's happened. Look what's happened with Victor Wembanyama.
I love it.
I thought he was letting teams off the hook last season by stepping out and shooting the three. He hit it. He can make it, but okay, he makes it at 35%. Fine. Whatever. If you're that's league average. He can hurt you from there. But if you're an opposing team, I would much rather see him putting up 10 threes a game than driving to the basket all those attempts, because he's going to have a much higher rate of success driving to the, because nobody can stop him. He's what, 8'9" or something like that at this point.
Yeah, I mean, really, the release point is when he jumps up and he's up. The release point
he's thrown down at the basket. So he is right now shooting just 2.8 threes per game, down from 8.8, and he's shooting the same amount of shots. So he's chopped 6 3-point attempts off of his shot diet and turned them into twos. So now he's shooting better than 60% from the field and averaging 31 points per game. That is also getting him to the free throw line more. His free throw attempts are up in a big way from 4.1 last season to 10. We could see it last year. Ooh. We talked about it last year that Wemby needed to shoot less threes. Now he's doing it, and the league is in big trouble.
Yeah, we've talked about Vic, a few times in the last couple of weeks. One thing I kept saying was like, man, I don't want to put him in a box and tell him to stop shooting as many threes. But like you said, he was letting teams off the hook, and he really made it a point going into this season, and also really working on his game in the offseason, working with Hakeem and really, really dialing in his around the basket scoring. And he's playing with physicality this year. He's playing with an aggression this year. He's still got a lot of finesse in him because that's just how he's wired. He's very, I'm gonna tween cross, hezzy pull up and all this. He does all that stuff, right? That is who he is. But he's playing with much more aggressiveness and playing around the basket much more. And he's unstoppable when he is right at the rim. The dude is just too freaking big. Even if he's not like 400 pounds, he's still so long and athletic and stretchy. And it's like, you can't get to the ball. So I think that is one thing that really is helping him here. And it will help him as well to be able to put up these points, because like you said, it's translating to better efficiency in terms of field goal percentage. Anyway, I'd have to look at the other, true shooting, all that stuff. But anyway, it is also translating to more free throws, which probably helps as well. So he is amazing, man. Like if he's already here for MVP as well, like we talked about DPOI, but if he's here for MVP already, that's scary, because we got another 10 plus years of this, man.
Ever hear the Sleeper app? Here's a little secret. It's more than just a platform for season-long fantasy leagues. This year, millions of users enjoyed playing fantasy sports on Sleeper, but the app offers so much more. Live stats, real-time updates, and visualizations on all stats. A news feed, this is so important for me. You can get lightning-fast updates on your favorite players and teams. A real-time chat to allow you to engage with other users about individual plays and performances during the NFL and NBA seasons. So download the #1 sports app today. Experience it for yourself. When you use promo code Bulletin, you get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. And by the way, they do have a phenomenal promo going on right now as well. Free $20 entry. Go check that out. No deposit required. $20 entry for free. Go check them out. Use the link in the description down below, and that promo code is Bulletin. Right? Yeah, he's only 22 years old, and now we're talking about him maybe being in the running for MVP this season. I mean, like I said, right now, according to Polymarket, he is the favorite to win the MVP award. By the way, you asked about true shooting percentage. Take a look at this. Went from 59.4% last season, 68.4% this season. Unbelievable.
Cooking, man. He was still like putting up 35 on 8 attempts, with a lot of those being off the dribble and difficult shots for him, was still pretty good in terms of that. But chopping those in more than half, like that is a tremendous shift.
It is taking him from being a star to being a true superstar to being a dominant force. He's already, again, like I said, he is a lock to win Defensive Player of the Year. The way he blocks shots, as long as he plays 60, that's the only thing that could prevent that from happening. Yep. Is he doesn't play 65 games. MVP, could he really win it? I think he could. Now, some of this may be, I'll be honest, an overreaction to the Spurs' early season success. I think the Spurs are going to be good. I've been saying all summer that if there was a team to jump up a tier in the Western Conference, it would be the San Antonio Spurs. And the way Wemby is playing certainly would suggest that. But 4-0 might be a little bit.
Stop it. Don't. You sound like
I'm not fully, but they haven't played anybody. The Mavs haven't been very good. The Pels, the Nets, and the Raptors. That's who they've played. Miami is doing some really interesting. They get through the next week and they beat Miami. The Lakers, who knows if they'll have Luka back. I'm not even going to talk about Phoenix, but they get through Houston. They get through their Golden State matchups. Okay, then we could talk about San Antonio finishing near the top of the Western Conference potentially. But if they drop those games, we'll say, okay, they were just feasting on, a light schedule in the early going.
Yeah, that's fair. A couple of things I'd like to mention really quick. So firstly, on Vic, they are like, it feels like, and this is another thing I kept saying, like, I don't want to hand him stuff. I want him to go out there and earn it. And it feels like if he gets close enough to earning it, they'll just be like, this is yours. Like if he gets to like the 6th seed, he probably wins MVP. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, here we go. Like it is what it is, I think, on that. Secondly, I'd like to say that his supporting cast has really shown up too. Like Steph has taken Stephon, I'd say, because not to confuse him with the other Steph. Stephon has taken a big step forward. He's putting up 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for them. Also has been really good in the clutch for them from what I've seen. He's performing well. Devin Vassell is shooting the leather off the ball to start the season. Dylan Harper has looked every bit as good as Build, and he's only, again, a rookie this year. They've got a very, very, very high ceiling with this team. So, and obviously Wemby, of course, but they've got a very high ceiling, but the other guys have come to play too on this roster.
Yeah, absolutely. These other guys have also stepped it up, and I think they are going to be, look, they're going to be a tough team to beat any given night. Yeah. And if they do wind up, like, I think Wemby is so good that they could finish 6th in the West and Wemby could still get MVP.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like they may mess around and finish 7th, and they'll give it to him.
If they do that, they could do it, right? But for most players, you wouldn't say, like, if the Thunder finish 6th, SGA will not win MVP. If the Lakers finish 6th, Luka will not win MVP. Those teams have to finish top 4 at least
Yeah,
I think
nice
Wemby is doing such otherworldly stuff. And Luka is doing crazy stuff too. He's just only done it for 2 games so far. He's doing crazy stuff too. But Wemby is doing stuff that makes everybody stop and say, how is that even possible? How did that just happen? It's so shocking, the things that he does on the floor on any given night, that he could be 6 or 7 in the West and still get MVP support where most players would not.
For sure. The big telltale sign with him and the way, because a lot of that is also like media, narrative based and all that stuff.
Sure.
Every single thing or every single game he plays, I'd say there is at least 2 highlights that come out of it and they go viral. Like, how the heck is this guy doing this?
Because they make no sense. Yeah.
Because like literally, like he'll jump from a spot and he'll extend and get to the rim. It's like, how did he do that? Like, what is he doing here? So and then also coupling that with like the stocks he's averaging and all this stuff. Like, I think that we are in a spot where there's a very real chance if he's playing 65 plus, he's obviously going to be in running, but they're going to be more inclined to give it to Wemby. And I don't want to go too far on this, but he may also usurp some of these other guys for being, the face of the league and this and that. We talk about that, and other guys are certainly in contention, like Luka, of course, but I think he's got the juice behind him, media and narrative wise, and he hasn't hit that phase of his career yet where everyone hates you. Like, you start off like
once he starts beating everybody, the hate will come.
He hasn't hit that yet. Like, he's still in that honeymoon phase. So like, especially right now, man, like everyone loves him. And so, yeah, he's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. And like I said, now the favorite to win the NBA. We have a lot of basketball left to play, by the way. But as of this moment right now, he is now the favorite to win the NBA's MVP. Absolutely unreal. But that's because he's doing unreal things on the basketball court. Everybody give us your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama, the rise, and could he really win MVP? Let us know in the comment section down below. Till next time, everybody. See ya and stay safe.